Hi, I'm Joel Reedy, an attorney at Cornerstone Law Firm. Today I want to talk to you about something called a sale in lieu of partition of real estate. Now, that's a mouthful and it sounds complicated, but it's a really important mechanism for how you can ensure that you don't have to own a house with someone that you don't want to own it with. This often comes up in a situation where two people move in together, they buy a house together, or maybe they have an agreement that they're both going to pay the mortgage or pay for the house over time, and then the relationship doesn't work out. And they say, how can we force the other party to sell the house if they say they don't want to, or how can I get my money back out of the house? Typically in these situations, you have two options. One is you can partition the real estate. You can divide it down the middle. Maybe take duct tape and go straight down the middle of the house. Obviously that doesn't usually work. That's something we do with land or with a large farm or situations like that. For most people who own a home, what you're going to have to do is actually sell it instead of partitioning it. So that means that you're going to go to court and you're going to ask a judge to say, instead of us partitioning this property, because it can't really be done, I want it sold and I want the money split between the two of us. Now, if that sounds simple, there are a few complicated pieces to it. One is that you will have to set up an equitable distribution agreement on how that money should be broken down. So maybe you show that one person was paying all of the expenses and the taxes, and maybe you show that one person paid 60% of the down payment and the other person only paid 40%. In those situations, you'll need to actually figure out how the money should be split after the sale, and that can be a complicated part of the negotiation. It's best to work these out without going to court, but unfortunately, sometimes you have to go to court, especially if one person has locked the other out and won't respond. If that's your situation, we welcome you to call us at Cornerstone Law Firm. We'll be happy to help you to figure out how to negotiate this sort of a resolution, and if necessary, how to go through the court process to do this sale in lieu of partition.